Hello nerds, Bottom Feeder here. Welcome back to an episode of WN, your source for the music production news. We have some new plugins and synthesizers to talk about today. Before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, and follow me on Instagram if you haven't. Affiliate links in the description. In our first story, TECHIVATION has released a plugin known as M-Puncher 2, and it seems to be a pretty good enhancement to transient shaping. They claim you can shape your transients to hit harder without actually making the song louder. How do they do that? Apparently it's dynamic transient saturation and context-aware contouring. I thought it was just going to be clipping. And I was like, oh, we could already do that. We can clip them. Apparently they have something a little bit different going on here, though. They state it is a groundbreaking transient shaper plugin, adding organic musical punch without raising the peak levels. So yeah, spoiler alert, this does seem actually groundbreaking in a way. If this lives up as promised, then this may be the new best transient shaper out there, and it's pretty affordable. The sale for $45 only lasts until October 24th though, so 10 days. Normally when you shape transients, you're bringing up the attack and lowering or raising the sustain, and that'll raise the overall level of the sound. Now this claims to not do that. And obviously you have pretty precise control over it. Let's take a listen to how it sounds. Okay, let's try it on a full mix here. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it seems pretty good. As you can see, these are all the controls here: punch, sustain, peak, boost, sharpness. I'm not gonna go through it all here. You know, pause the screen, do whatever you want. If you're interested in getting this plugin, there will be a link down in the description, not an affiliate link. In our next story, CABLEGUYS have released PITCHSHAPER. I wonder what it could do. They state it is pitch shifting reimagined for modern melodies and future effects. They state that it has 4 different pitch shifting algorithms, including complex, vocals, drums, and vintage. They say you can use it for vocals and beyond human formant shifts, whatever that means. You can also use it for glitched out drums, instant risers, and mind-altering multi-band sequences. I can't imagine too many mind-altering multi-band sequences. You know, hey, prove me wrong. Maybe there's some cool shit you can do with like a chopped pad and different bands. As you can see, the vocals have density, pitch, formant control, and I guess there's different modes, like I mentioned. I mean, you know, I don't want to say it's never going to beat Infiltrator 2, because I really feel like they're their own beasts. You know, they're both really good. Like, and it's not like you can only buy one or the other, or not buy. You get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to just sell to you guys. Although if I am selling to you guys, links in the description. FYI, if anyone works at Teespring, random little rant here. I withdrew $50 from, I don't need the $50 immediately or anything, but I sold some merch there and I withdrew like $50 from them like 2 months ago. Still haven't gotten it. I don't know who to tell about this. Their customer support does not work. It's just bots. They claim that PITCHSHAPER keeps every hit crisp and tight with your drums while you twist, bend, and reshape your beats. So I guess the different modes here. Complex is built to handle anything, including polyphonic mixes, including punchy timeline transients. So you won't get those glitched attacks that you'll often get in Ableton's warp mode, that is. And they have a vocal mode, which smoothly shifts single voice and monophonic instruments. Then drums preserve transient punch. And vintage will bring the lo-fi granular grit. You know, I mean, I don't know if I'd really call this deep formant control. Maybe the density part I don't usually see, but the pitch and formant here, it looks pretty basic. Envelope follower, synth-like glide, that's nice. I mean, for the price, this is not bad. And obviously it runs in ShaperBox 3, which is really what makes it awesome. Really quickly, let's check out some demos.
And I've drawn a new riff with pitch shifting. I wanted to make this sound more sampled and old school. So here's a neat tip. If you turn snapping off and add soft points just a few cents above and below.
I will say this, this does not seem like the best use case of it. Granted, I did skip towards the end of the video, but I was just looking for a demo. This is the first thing I heard, and you turn, I mean, unless he's about to do something amazing here, you turn this into a song, the song is going to suck ass. I'm sorry to tell you.
Root pitch, you can draw in gentle pitch drifting that sounds like an old warped tape or vinyl record. Check out the waves in the gentle category for more examples of this. So next I thought, how can I make this feel?
Okay, I'm gonna skip to the end of whatever he does here with this, because like, I mean, this is just an ass riff. I'm sorry. That's just, you gotta, it has nothing to even do with the plugin. This is not a good demo in my opinion. Yeah, it's not a good demo.
Draw new melodies onto any sound. Blend in vocal harmonies. Modulate performance. Paint vintage pitch effects. Shift in multiband. And much more.
I gotta say, so far I'm not really impressed, but I also do feel like it's kind of hard to really be impressive with just PitchShaper. Like, I think what makes PitchShaper or any of these other modules they have good is how you use it with all of their stuff with ShaperBox. So, I mean, for me personally, they're not really selling me very well right now, but maybe they have some demos where they utilize it with ShaperBox, or maybe they have another video. I don't know. This video is just, they're not doing a good job in this video. No offense. No offense to this guy. Pretty good. Very subtle stuff though. A lot of subtleties happening here. Let me see if I can find one that's less subtle, man. I don't know. They're not doing a good job selling this to me. It really just depends on how you use it with ShaperBox. And I mean, this guy's using it with ShaperBox. He's doing a lot of subtle stuff though. Okay, couple more. I feel like I'm giving him way too much leniency here. Okay, there was actually something interesting there. If I gathered this correctly, in that last patch, he was only pitch shifting a small section of the frequencies, which actually made that very interesting sounding. And I think that was probably the coolest thing I've seen so far about this. That is the one thing that is appealing and makes it unique, in my opinion, other than, you know, maybe if the algorithms are better. I can't really judge that yet. But the multi-band pitch shifting, that seems interesting. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this down below, guys. If you're interested in buying this, there will be a Plugin Boutique affiliate link down in the description. If you do buy it via that link. That's a great way to support the channel and no extra cost to you. In our next story, EWAN Bristow has released a new plugin. This guy's on fire lately. He's released a lot of really cool things. This one actually costs money though, but it actually seems very interesting and it has a very cool marketing strategy. Gimmick, whatever you want to call it. Here you go. Check it out. The free trial of this plugin will be out every 20 seconds. It'll be out soon for y'all. Hey, I mean, it's honestly better than putting in silence, and some people would actually pay to put a cat in there. So, you know, yeah, I definitely want to make it something that you can turn on and off, I believe. Yuzu makes the most sense to me. It's a frequency domain phaser. I mean, it sounds pretty awesome to me. I don't know. I like it. If you're interested in this, it is just 17 USD. It has 8,192 notches. As you can hear, it can be useful for some strange sound design ideas. And it's for VST3, clap, and AU. Anyways, shout out to EWAN Bristow. In our next story here, BEHRINGER has released another thing. It's actually been a while since they've released something, I feel like. Either that or I haven't been paying attention. But this is the CZ1 Mini. And goddamn, that thing is tiny. I don't know, these sort of keys, though. Couldn't be me with these keys, man. Could not be me. I mean, it's very portable, but, you know, sometimes things are just too small. That's what she said. Not to me, though. Anyways, it's a portable 3-voice hybrid phase distortion synthesizer with analog low-pass filter, 16-step sequencer, and arpeggiator. It's got 27 touch-sensitive keys, only 3 voices, though. A USB-C connection for power. Got an OLED display, dedicated filter modulation controls. It has 8 classic waveforms, analog style filtering, and a punchy. How's it punchy? I don't know how it's punchy exactly, but 16-step sequencer that is punchy apparently. All right, let's see how it sounds. I'm going to be honest, it actually looks and sounds pretty awesome. But those keys, though, those motherfucking keys, come on, man. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Like, honestly, if it didn't have these shitty keys, I think I might buy this. I think I would actually buy. I don't want anything with these keys like this, though. Like, it actually has a really good design other than that, in my opinion. Like, this is actually an attractive synth. Giggity. It's not out though. It says here buy. See, I didn't just make the mistake. They also made the mistake here. They wrote buy now on their website. You cannot buy now though. You cannot buy now. Yeah, they seemed a little confused with what they're doing here, but it will cost 89 USD when it comes out. Not bad. That's not bad. One thing you can't say about Behringer is that it's expensive. Or quality. Okay, that's a joke. That's a joke. I don't know. I already know. I know the Behringers, they're going to beat me with their shitty synths. In our next story, Universal Audio has released the Volt 876 USB recording studio. They claim it has legendary analog sound for the whole band. They claim it has rich analog tone with 8 onboard vintage preamps and classic compressors. Inspired by the 610 tube console and 1176 limiter. Features 32-bit and 192 kilohertz conversion. You can use the UAD console app for assistive auto gain and full session recall. Now that's kind of dope. Full session recall, because that's, obviously that's the thing that sucks about working outside of the box. Obviously, they claim Luna has analog studio sound, unlimited tracks, smart AI-powered tools like voice control, instrument detection, and tempo listen. It comes with a suite of UAD plugins, including Teletronics LA2A, UA1176 compressors, Pultec EQs, Polymax synth, and Showtime 64 tube amp, and more. And you can expand your system by combining up to 3 Volt 876s. Now, that's a lot of fucking money. Now, this thing is probably pretty expensive, I'd guess. It's got 24 in, 28 out, and 8 preamps. And it has UA76 compressors on every channel to add clarity and punch to vocals, blah, 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 and other shit. 16 in and out ADAT connectivity. And it's got 2 headphone amps. Utilizes 48 volts phantom power for condenser microphones. Now, the question is, how much is this fucking thing? Probably a lot. $954 if you're interested in this one. Remember, if you are going to buy it, use the Tolman affiliate link down in the description. Any support is appreciated. Moving on. In our last story, we're moving on to something I actually missed a week or two ago. Waves apparently released the L4 Ultra Maximizer. Can't spell that without L. It actually has a pretty decent looking interface, I gotta say. Normally, Waves, it looks pretty archaic normally. It looks pretty archaic. It looks like it's from the 90s or early 2000s. This actually looks quite a bit better, though. Now, some of you might be like, why do you care so much? Well, a lot of times we actually do judge things based on how they look. Sometimes I hate using plugins that look terrible. Like I use this one plugin from Waves, actually, Butch Vig, for the saturation. It's a literal fucking steampunk plugin. I'm embarrassed every time I use it. I gotta say, this looks a little bit similar to, Pro L. So there's an adaptive limiter, and they claim it doesn't just have super competitive levels, but also musicality. So it has 5 unique limiting algorithms, including modern, aggressive, smooth, safe, and L2. Adaptive clipping and release controls, upward compression. Okay, so that's a new thing. Kind of competing with Isotope here with that. True peak limiting. Can't believe it didn't have that already. Gain match button. Not really that necessary. Low latency, oversampling, stereo link. A lot of this stuff is just them matching up to the competition. I guess the things I'd be most interested in here are the unique limiting algorithms. And maybe the adaptive clipping and release controls. I guess it's cool. It has LUFS metering, but you can get that for free. If you're interested in buying this plugin, you can buy it on Plugin Boutique for $49.99, which is currently 49% off. Use the affiliate link down in the description. All support is appreciated. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. Aiming to get 100,000 subscribers by 2 weeks from now. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching this playlist, which features all recent music production news. You definitely missed out on something. Check out my new song. That'll be linked in the description. I'll see you guys next time.